everyone, and happy time zone! Titsy Bird, Haven the Raven, and welcome back to this particular challenge run, where I am only allowed to summon, and my summons were in the middle of butchering an Auroch. Right. Waterhole down. Or brother Egan. Could you come over here? Pet boot summon? And then Ascaru is still butchering the Auroch, by the way. Why are all of you having so much trouble with this one boggart? How much damage can this one Auroch take? Hey, I'm trying to actually get a quest done here. I'm debating on whether I should even start the Warsworn quests. On the one hand, it could be pretty useful. On the other hand, I won't be able to finish them. That's the same reason why I'm not going to be messing around with the Cannery's quest.
Yes? Speak! In exchange, they want an fine. If you want to buy then.
And off we go. I'm not used to moving faster than the NPCs. Typically, if you're supposed to be following an NPC, the NPC is miles ahead of you by the time you do anything. Come on. Real quick, actually, I wonder if I were to just book it to Waterhall Down, would Brother Egan spawn inside? Yes, he would.
If we're going to press on, then I'll ask you to stay close. I have no courage to speak of. Honest. Ask Father Dinwell. Among them. Goodbye now.
Yeah. That's not gonna help me at all. At the moment, the passives from the pensive set are better. Oh my. Once I get my Fairgorda upgraded, nope, still on cooldown. Oh my. Then I'll be able to do stuff. Or then I'll grab a healing spell. This is a baffling predicament I found myself in. No. Oh hey, my Mergen's almost killed a boggart. Yay, Mergen! Both of these go into the junk pile. Egan is essential, so he'll be fine. Go, Fairgorda! Oh, Egan's back. Yay! I should heal. Oh dear. Oh. Should I bother at all with the Brother Tales side quest? A Colossi? In what universe does that qualify as a pet? That is a whole ass man! Why is a Colossi Marauder qualifying as a pet? When that is very much a person. The wild fair I can understand. Boggarts don't have very high intelligence. A Colossi, on the other hand, that is the Jotunkin blessed by a theme. Or giantkin. Yeah, see, it even says talk. I don't even know why I checked that. I'm junking all my weapons.
Come, cast around.
Ooh, Amon's key. This pet flute run is turning out to be, or well, this summoner run is turning out to be interesting. Actually, I'll have to test on my casual playthrough how the Ziddy armor set works. Like, does the Fairgorda trigger that? If it does, then I could have a small army of boggarts if I want to go do the victory games. Of course, I'd have to actually win the victory games, which might not be doable. Ah! Ah! I went the wrong direction. Hold on. Ooh, okay, that is actually huge. It might not look like much, but I'm going to be running out of mana quite frequently throughout this playthrough, so might as well pick that up. I mean, the sprite's almost dead. Yay! I might actually be able to... I'll definitely be able to get those Odorath stones after this. I have been botted. I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything anyway, so let's go delete that message. It's not like this style of play requires much input from me. I just need to summon things. Okay, this is actually a lot better than Pensive, I think. Or, yeah. Oh, hang on, how does this work? Huh. It doesn't appear like the sprites have absorbed the elements this time. That is actually really interesting. So, sprites in this game are a peculiar type of wildfare. That will gain an elemental buff depending on what kind of champion is around them. In this specific case, however, they didn't obtain the lightning powers of my storm champion. Which means that actually has some serious lore implications. That the champions willingly grant that power to sprites. Or two other sprites. Oh, Egan actually managed to solo a sprite. Well done. I don't have a very high opinion of Egan. I'm sorry. And I've also noticed that my Fergorta is not going after any of the pots, so that means Nanny Henry's quest is impossible. I'm not even gonna put it in my quest log. I'm legitimately not even gonna go grab it. Nope. Honestly, this is a run where I might not want to disarm too many traps. I might be best off just running straight into things and then luring my enemies towards the traps they themselves have set. A trap run could be interesting, actually. Of course, I'd have to hit level 2 before that's possible. I don't think that would be all that hard, though. Why is there suddenly a brownie? Why is there suddenly brownies? Now would be a wonderful time for that whole thing to wear off, you know. Oh, something died. Aha! My storm champion! I just want to get through this. Ah! This is unusual. Just realized my skelly died. Oh, Lianxi. Or Lianxi. Oh, thank you for the lurk, mental. No. Ah! I am not allowed to do anything, it would seem. This quest is so weird. Oh, Lianxi's going after the archer. I don't think I need to worry about her dying. And she's obtained something. Wonderful. Why is there just this one random bit of land I'm not allowed to walk over? Nope. I guess they decided the Lianxi is the bigger threat. Okay. Eldiva, or Ember Eyes. Ember Eyes. And we're just gonna leave my summons.
Catamaran will soon be rewarded.
Save. I somehow got out of that, so we're going to save.
What is this? A little Are you gonna give us what's right for Kirst, is it? Huh. It does look like you are well acquainted with misfortune. Keep the veil, then. There are other treasures to be had in the Feylands. Make certain our paths do not cross again, or my brother will add his mark to your... You best
Whatever.
get baby Egan back. Farewell!
See you later.
I should really stop spamming through dialogue so quickly that I punch when it ends. Yo! My ancient Linchi is not hitting very hard. Or, well, at all with her ranged attacks. Like, come on, lady. My Linchi. You need to actually... Okay, she's not very good against short opponents. Short kings stay winning, I guess. That said, when she does hit, she does a lot of damage. Alright, back to Goreheart. What? What are you attack? Really? Really?
Don't believe Father Dinwell when he tells you that Mitharu was male. Mitharu is a god, not a mortal. She is...
Great. As for you, you have done as I...
Alright. I am gonna pick up one quest here.
St. Odwig's can... All are welcome into Mitharu's. Don't commit any crimes on...
I need a drink.
No, I just need to hope that you two don't get me caught. You won because my Linchi said nah. Of course, there's never anybody in the repository, so that helps. That certainly helps. I'm trying to pick up quests that have little in the way of, combat.
Great Thank you.
Welcome.
Alright. And now it's time for me to try and get the last Odorath lore stones. Oh, Haxie Dam is gonna be a bitch. Let's see, it was over here somewhere and then up here. I actually... Nope.
I don't know what
There
to
we
do.
go.
Why go to a Fate Weaver? Why? Sometimes I don't feel this way. Sometimes it's reassuring, but not right now. Not when it's so close. I still
What did I
think it's a
get?
blessing.
Again with the
That fate means I
colossi!
can make good on the time I have left. But how can I tell my family? It's like erasing the smiles from their faces, or like killing the joy in their hearts. Why would I do that?
I just want this.
So I don't feel guilty about deceiving them? Isn't that just selfish? Is it completely selfish to not tell them, so I don't have to see them upset?
Dude. Dude,
But facing this alone, truly, truly alone,
can you not?
I can't do it.
That one archer dude does not want to let me get this lore stone. There we go. My fair court has started sneaking.
Among
That's
echoes
adorable.
of golden coasts and silver seas, Lyria drew near. She saw the priestess asleep, reclined on dark earth amidst the cypress trees.
I mean, I might as well.
Under the gleam of heaven's dusk reflected, the mirror that tantalized the stars, Lyria whispered to Tyrion, "On rocky spur of sable stone shall heaven's mount prove, is a seat of fragrance
I
near
mean, why
ken,
wouldn't I?
a shard of night to glisten in the foam, a spire from the seabed to drip from the sky's veil. There will your people be closest to my voice." And so awoke Beala Tyrion, the calm and majestic, to see the cliffs against the coast, and Lyria's throne before her.
Lyria and Mitharu are probably the two most malicious gods in this universe. My fair court can't despawn. But they're also the most beloved by the powers that be. Okay, I need to get over here because I know there's a lore stone over here, and I'm pretty sure it's the last Odorath stone. I finished Haxi, correct? Yeah, or... Yes, I did. Come on. Well, I have no... there's my colossi. Why are you running that way? Why are you going that direction? Hello? Nothing can stop his running, apparently. Oh, whoops. My guy, why are you running? Oh boy. Like summoner, like summon, I guess. What could possibly be that fascinating? He keeps outranging me and then spawning back at my side. I genuinely have no idea what it is. Okay. And this time I got a boggart. Oh boy. A boggart zealot at that. Lovely. I got screwed with that one. I forgot to buy health potions. Well. That is certainly a predicament of all time. How do y'all keep sniping me? My fair Gorda is putting in so much work right now. It's actually crazy. I'm trying to keep him in this on screen. I can't remember if I gave the fair Gorda a name last time, but they definitely deserve some kind of title or name after all this. I just realized I assumed the fair Gorda was male because of the voice, but that is not necessarily the case. You know what? Let's go with Cheryl. Go, Cheryl! Ah. Cheryl is putting in work. Nope, still not done with the cooldown. Oh boy. This would be absolutely ridiculous on hard or very hard. Like, how long have we been here? Clearly not long enough for the 5-minute timer to be up, but still. I am definitely going to be avoiding the vast majority of fights once I've got a few... Uh-oh. Cheryl down! Cheryl down! Get back up, Cheryl! And I would very much like to have access to the pet flute again. Cheryl is putting in work, but I need another summon. That isn't a fucking boggart this time. Okay, I guess I wouldn't mind as long as it wasn't a boggart zealot. The zealots blow themselves up. My summon from the pet flute offed itself. There we go. You had better put in some work. Lol. Come on, chat, put in some work. Man, you guys are brutal. Not very good at hitting nimble opponents, though. Until they happen to stand in the perfect spot. It's funny, because the only summon I can actually plan around is Cheryl. So I kind of just have to hope I get something good. I think the physical resistance and the health are worth keeping that.
In his great plan, Mitharu blessed both us and the Fae with
Okay.
nature. The Fae say these stones
Now-
will hold the memories of those who talked to them, and will hold them forever.
There
Unlike
we
the
go.
confessions I hear. I don't know how this works.
And then
and
I
it
go
lacks
back
the structure
to
and
Gore
order
Heart
that
because
is the
I
mark
need
of
to
Mitharu.
buy and sell some things.
This may be the place I should go.
I cannot believe I
Mitharu
messed
had
up
no
like
handle.
that.
Look at it. Mossy, pale rock blank, with cracks. So many cracks.
I have to wonder how chat's gonna fit through the door. Are we gonna see a troll in the inn? We see a troll in the inn! Well done, chat. You figured out how doors work.
Exciting, isn't it? A fair. Living in the village, don't be a stranger.
Now, I think I'm actually gonna go to Lorca Rain. Or, no, because I need the health potions. I cannot forget the fucking health potions. Again! Why am I so bad at remembering to buy health potions? Right. Welcome in, Kay. Welcome in. As you can see, I have the personification of chat with me. Big old troll.
You there? No, this.
And I's buying some stuff. Black Cohosh and Ember Eyes needed.
Situation could not. Don't walk away.
His personification. What? I'm gonna just spam. Okay, chat, I need to get through. I've actually managed to complete some quests. Oh, what? Alright, Lorca Rain. I believe Brunoas was closest to what I needed. Ah, the ad. Okay, okay. Or, wait. You're a sub. You shouldn't have ads. Oh, your days. Okay. I legitimately don't actually, like... What is it that actually makes a soccer ball so different from a basketball? Both bounce.
Are you hiding from trouble too?
I understand the difference between a tennis ball and a pickleball. What did you attack? What? What do you mean? Oh, that is not a win. That is a... Oh boy. We're gonna do that. And then... collect.
She bested Strang in combat fair. Fenian cycles kept. The exploits of this maiden's role, a burdensome and heavy toll. She lived among the mortal clans and bargained with their kind.
Let's see here.
Throughout the town, they stood in fear of the brilliant fighter.
But how you been? How have you been, Kay? No, I have not. I don't even... Okay, so we're gonna have to... Grab that. Bye-bye. Because that's actually a quest that does not require combat. I did not watch TV growing up. Most of what I watched, we had on disc. Or VHS. You just admitted that I'm older than you. Like, I'd watch YouTube, but, most of the ads we got from that were for pillows. And I don't even remember most of those. I would see an ad come on and I'd go to the bathroom. Like, I'd take that moment to grab a toy or use the bathroom. I think I was like 10. When I started. So like 2013 on.
Tell me, stranger, have you seen a... Yes, Turin. We were Thank you for returning this to me.
Yeah, I used ads as a bathroom break. I used them as a drink break. I used them as a cue to go grab a toy. To be fair to me on this regard, when an ad came on, it was interrupting what I actually wanted to be doing. I don't suppose I could sneak in and steal the key from one of you. I am not allowed to pickpocket. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. Never mind, I'm leaving you to die. My perspective? Well, it was true though. I was little. I had things I wanted to watch. And if an ad came on, it was interrupting what I wanted to watch. Or listen to, because I mostly use... I mostly used it for music videos. You gonna let me loot this? That said, I wouldn't exactly call myself sheltered, considering that by the time I was 13, I was playing Dragon Age. With my dad's permission, by the way. Well, by the time I was in middle school, I was playing Dragon Age. I think that's 13. Oh boy. Yeah, they are... The first three are really good. Origins, 2, and Inquisition, I would actually recommend to somebody. Do not play Veilguard. It will just disappoint you. Veilguard starts off with interesting... Veilguard starts off interesting, and it has some neat lore additions. But... the way they went about it just absolutely sucks. To the point where I kind of hope that a new studio picks up the dropped IP. Because they might actually care about it. And try to fix some of the bullshit Veilguard pulled. But, let's think of the not safe for work themes that are brought up in the original Dragon Age. Discrimination and bigotry in all forms. There's some actual sex scenes in the game. Oh hey, I got chat again. I think genocide classism, or, well, specific, in the case of the dwarves, specifically a caste system. Like, Origins touched on a lot of issues. So I wouldn't exactly call myself sheltered. A little clueless, maybe, but... yeah. Oh, how could I forget religious extremism? A little clueless. Or rather, oblivious. I don't always pick up on things. That doesn't mean I don't know they're there, and oftentimes I'll realize what was actually going on in hindsight.
Everything. Oraine's been. Oh, I just know that's what's happened to Oraine. But he ran off before I. What? But a sprite cursed him to what? You have to find.
Okay, so now the issue. Chat might actually be able to handle the Jotun. Oh dear. I mean, from where I'm standing, it was a valid statement. Like, actually, what is the difference? I guess that, a soccer ball has a skin. But if we were... okay, if we were to skin a soccer ball and then dress the basketball up in it, would that still be a soccer ball? What? What?
Please! The Jotun filled up on that. Of course, just my rotten luck that I stumbled into a bunch of Jotun. I didn't reckon on getting. But
oh, I actually did know that. I was just messing with you. I know just enough to be a little shit.
Something's happened, hasn't it? I can tell from your face. Well, my parents never did like Oraine. I guess I can do better. There was this one... You're right. I just...
No. I do not, in fact, need my dog stolen from me. How dare you? Okay, so that one doesn't actually require combat. You just need to leave Oraine to die. I have a very interesting combination of knowing things, not knowing things and a mischievous inclination and mischievous inclinations. That combination makes it pretty hard to tell whether I am actually playing dumb or whether I actually don't know things or I'm just playing dumb to get a rise out of people. There are some things I genuinely don't know because it just, like, never interested me or something. Alright, Krogarin.
Welcome to Star.
I'll talk to Krogarin after I sell stuff to you.
Always open for business.
That is better than my energizing signet, actually. Don't feel bad. Okay, I've gotten a lot of people like that.
When the road is your marketplace. Looking to make a bit of coin. Always open for business. When the road.
Oh, not surprised that what part are you not surprised about?
The dust of the road rise. A traveler lives by his or her hands, and may the road rise to
Alright, most of the traveler's stuff actually
With
doesn't
that you have
require
come and
combat. I
prayed
think there's just like
and
one boss
honored our
fight.
creeds. You wish to make yourself a traveler? Then ask, and yet you. Lastly, you must steal Drog's tooth.
Alright. What time is it? Yeah, I perhaps take a little too much inspiration from the fair folk with my daily life, but whatever.
Hello, child.
Alright, chat, do not get me a bounty. I guess that works. What? No, there are some things I'm genuinely not going to know or I am going to misunderstand. Unless you forget, you're going to forget. Let's be real here. If you have to add, unless I forget, you're going to forget. Okay. I might have to run from Dyden Hill.
Brother Fallon should have come.
What's that? No.
Yeah, I might end up having to run from Dyden Hill. Just because this guy is almost impossible to pickpocket. The only times I've actually managed that is when I've had Smoke Bomb unlocked. Yeah, fuck it.
Guards! Guards!
Into the lake I go. Alright. And then Vorm Lodge. I think there's a grand total of 2 scenarios in the Traveler's Quests where I actually have to fight things. Which makes them really good for this run. The House of Ballads has more, but a lot of the time with House of Ballads, I have somebody fighting alongside me. It's really only Castle Windermere. And I can get around a lot... I can actually get around a lot of the fights in Castle Windermere with my dispelling skill. I can't remember how high it needs to be, though. Eh! But seriously, Kay, have you been? And actually, my question is a legit one there. If we were to skin a basketball, or sorry, not skin a basketball, skin a soccer ball, and put that skin onto a basketball, would that turn the basketball into a soccer ball? I said the wrong ball at first. No. Okay, so if the skin isn't the difference, then what is? Okay. Distraction. Soccer balls bounce. I've dribbled soccer balls. Alright.
You have completed the what all travelers are now your kin. This is what I can tell you of the task. Pray at the hero. Good luck.
Really? Never. Huh. You see, to me, that's weird.
What?
Okay, thank you, Corrado.
So, you will steal Buru's boots from Amateur Lord.
Alright, this is where I actually I am going to have to fight some stuff. I went to the wrong spot. But how you doing, Corrado? Yeah, because she's up there. I need to go to the lodge. Okay, so there's 2 things. First of all, this spell. That is in all versions of Amalur. Second, this is exclusive to Re-Reckoning if you have the Mithros DLC, but there's the Pet Flute. Pet Flute is why I have a brownie following me. There's also a couple other things, but to, could that be nice?
Great. I wish to see the Lord of the Hunt has secluded himself in what you. But I hope you might let go.
There we go. But unlocking the Fair Gorda took... as you can see, I have a lot unlocked. And that's because... Oh, thank you. Hey, Rowdy, welcome in. Thank you for the redeem. I needed to run around and get to level 7 before the end of stream yesterday, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to summon the Fair Gorda. Okay, this fight can actually be a bit of a problem, so we're gonna save.
Ooh, it is too late. They are
Kind of. I can actually summon this time.
I will end this.
Where did you go, you bastard? Okay, my Fair Gorda's actually doing decent damage.
I will cut you over and over.
Amateur, get back here. Oh my.
I'm coming for you.
You're starting... Oh, Senua's sacrifice, you said.
I'm coming for you. I will flay you, skin from flesh from bone.
You've hit me once.
The cycle demands your blood.
Oh boy. I probably shouldn't. Like, I knew that there was going to be a couple fights, but what is this?
You look a little lost.
My sanity is outside of Ardwath. I left it somewhere in Dark Souls.
Your death.
Well, I'm glad it's been rectified, but I'm sorry that you had a tummy ache to begin with.
I will flay you, skin from flesh from bone.
Amateur, where are you? There you are.
The cycle demands your blood.
I said that Wednesdays for the next couple of weeks are actually going to be filler.
You look a little lost.
Reason being, 5 Wednesdays from now, roughly,
I will end this.
they're going to be filler. It's gonna be week by week and whatever I feel like, really.
Your life is mine.
Because I don't want to... I already know that there's a Wednesday coming up that I'm going to be
Enjoy your
missing.
death.
And I don't want to potentially skip a Wednesday run. Or a day on a Wednesday run
Your life is mine.
that I know I'm going to have to skip. And
Are
it's
you enjoying the
upcoming,
hunt
so
yet?
I don't really want
Why
to
don't we go deeper into my domain?
start a run just to have it skip, or just have to skip a day early on, you know? So we're going to be doing one-off filler days.
Your life is mine.
You know, if you could do that ice attack of yours, that would be wonderful, Colossi. I wish I'd managed to get chat. Chat would be great right about now. Well, tomorrow I was actually thinking of doing, specifically tomorrow I was thinking of doing Genshin, because one of the endgame modes resets, and I was gonna do that anyway.
The cycle demands your blood.
And as for... yeah, somehow the big guy qualifies as a pet.
I'm coming for you.
And yes, Rowdy, I was thinking of doing Genshin tomorrow.
Cut you over
Amatar can't be crowd controlled. That sucks.
I will end this.
But Genshin has 3 endgame modes, and while I will not do Imaginarium Theater on stream, I've got no problems doing Stygian Onslaught and Spiral Abyss. Mortal Shelter.
For you.
I'll look into that. But yeah, I was thinking of doing Genshin tomorrow just because it's something I can do with little prep work.
Quicker than you look.
And then...
I better start taking this seriously.
And then next week I was considering actually seeing if I could get a one-off collab together. Or, well, potentially not one-off, but I had an idea that I want to test out before I actually, like, have it up on Cosmic Bonfire as a...
Look a little lost.
Or, well, before Cosmic Bonfire potentially does it. Corrado, you know, and Rowdy, you know how...
Skin from flesh from...
You know how Magnifico has that 20 questions redeem?
Bone. The cycle demands your blood. Your life is mine.
So my thought was we could do 20... I had this thought a couple weeks ago, and I actually talked to Magnifico about it. My thought was that we could potentially do 20 questions in-game. Like, we all boot up the game, whatever game it is, separately. We all start with the same starting class. We all... just everything we start with is the same. And then we have 5 minutes to run around and collect whatever it is we want to be our subject. And then it goes around with everybody else asking one specific individual what it was their thing was. I was thinking of merging, collecting things in a game, and generally speedrunning with 20 questions. And I'd like to test that out with a smaller group sometime within the next couple of weeks. Before I...
coming for you.
Or before I start, like, actually suggesting that Cosmic Bonfire as a whole does it.
The cycle demands your blood.
Because obviously it's gonna get more
Your
chaotic
life
and
is
more people,
mine.
so I was thinking like 4, maybe 5 would be a nice sweet spot. Am I allowed to have another pet? Not yet.
You look a little lost.
I'm allowed to have a pet now, though. And it's a boggart. Oh, Plague Bearer. I will take the Plague Bearer. At least it's not a zealot.
I will flay you, skin from flesh from bone.
I personally hope that Magnifico goes to
coming
visit
for
his
you.
grandmother.
Your
Honestly,
life
this is
mine.
taking a while, but it's going relatively smoothly. I need to look up if there's a way beyond just
I will
leveling.
flay you, skin from flesh from bone.
But I'll bring that up in a couple Discord servers, see if I can't get like 4 or 5 people that are interested in doing
I will enjoy your death.
20 questions in-game. Just like a stream of it. Would...
Look a little lost.
I'm assuming that Kay wants to watch from the sidelines and laugh at us. But Karato, Rowdy, does that sound like anything either of you would be interested in? Depending on what game I
I'm
chose.
coming for you.
I was thinking Dark Souls 1. I was genuinely thinking Dark Souls 1. Yeah, it wouldn't... Alright, yeah, I'll post the question later today, because I'm thinking either next week or the week after. This is not something you organize last minute. Probably shoot for the week after, just so that we can make sure that everybody who wants to participate can. Okay, let's do that. But I wouldn't there would be no co-op involved. This would not be a situation where there would be co-op involved, because we would all be kind of in some ways, we would be trying to conceal where it was we were going. Because the more people know, the more they'd be able to guess. No, Rowdy, I'd have people start an entire new file for this. No, we'd start an entire new file. For the 20 questions idea that I have in mind, we would all start same class, same starting gift, and we would make sure that all of our characters were at Firelink before we actually started the metagame. That's the thing. It could be anything in the game. I'll have to write out the rules more specifically. We would essentially all have our own... We'd all be looking at our own games. We wouldn't be looking at each other's. There would be no co-op. Unless someone decided to do a little trolling. And then... you could technically be in another stream, but that would be cheating. I'm thinking for this experiment, share chat, just to see how roughly our chat behaves in a situation like this. Like, if our chat can behave themselves, then if we actually do the 20 questions on Cosmic Bonfire... Yeah, we'd be chatting on Discord. We would be chatting on Discord, and, we'd be chatting on Discord, sharing chat on Twitch, just to make sure if Twitch could, behave itself. I'll write out the rules I'm thinking of later.
Your life is mine.
I just said that Wednesday is going to be filler. And, like, this will be a test, and I'll put down...
I'm coming for you.
I'll write down the rules for the specific game when we actually go to do that.
I will cut you over and over. I will end this.
But the whole point of coming up with games within games is so that we can play them together without actually having to do co-op and stuff. Because not everybody's going to be able to play together, and with games like Dark Souls or single-player games, there's a player limit. Yeah, you literally just have to, on the starting screen, scroll down to New Game. You have a certain number of files, but then you can load.
For you. I will flay you, skin from flesh from bone. The cycle demands your blood.
Yeah, it's the same screen, roughly.
I will end this.
Nope, not allowed to have a pet yet.
The cycle demands your blood.
I'd like to summon chat, but I can't control that.
I will end this.
No! No, Rowdy, you have a certain number of files, but it's more than one.
I'm coming for you.
I think you get like 20 files with Dark Souls.
You look a little lost.
Obviously people on the Cosmic Bonfire Discord get dibs. Alright, so lore that I skipped with this guy is that he's possessed by his boots. Oh, Root Golem! Oh my, no, 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 no.
I will end this.
He is literally possessed by his boots. He's not the bad guy, his boots are.
I will enjoy your death.
what's going on? Okay, so he is taking damage. It just doesn't look like it.
Skin from flesh from bone. I will enjoy your death.
This is my pet. I summoned it with the flute.
The cycle demands your blood.
Unfortunately, it can't move from this spot.
I will flay you, skin from flesh from bone.
Oh my. Amateur does a lot of damage.
I will flay you, skin from flesh from bone.
Ah, damn it.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, this one right here is my pet. The one that's stuck on the... I summoned it with the flute.
I will cut you over and over.
Yeah, I should not have come in here.
The cycle demands your blood.
I'm winning, but I should not have come in here. Thank you, Root Golem. You guys did choose summons only, though. It came down to essentially a coin flip. But it was down to these last two. Summons only won out over spells only. I put up the poll and everything was tied with one vote. So I split them up. And then the gift chest lost to rusty weapon, or lost to tutorial weapons. And the spells. Yeah, it tied. It was a four-way tie, the first poll. That's why I did the multiple polls side by side. And then
the Grim Onwig has not returned from a mission. Grim is a close ally, and be careful. May the road rise.
It isn't, but at the same time, it lost on subsequent polls. Like, it lost first round. Thank you for the lurk, Rowdy. I think Leonidas might have been trolling you specifically with that one. But it did lose first round.
But still to sell.
Let's go this way. I think I proved otherwise earlier today, Kay. Oh, the golem found some things. The golem chose violence. I'd argue that if a horse is truly sick, they would win every race. Ah! Here. I keep running into the damn... Oh, dear. Alright. And I have a kobold. Wondrous. And then I sprint over... really? I just want to get to Grimm's stuff. I don't think this game knows how to handle how I've been playing it.
Wait a moment. The thief is free to go.
Alright, now I'm curious. Okay. I wanted to know if I could steal it back. I'll be taking that. Junk those. And that is the last of the traveler quests.
Dove, I don't know. Hurry. Dove, I don't know. It's hurry.
That is the last of the traveler's quests in Thurs. Grim? Yeah, Grim Onwig is actually the more trustworthy individual, or most trustworthy individual in that, building.
But your jobs here are... May the wind be at you.
Okay. Okay. I'm heading back to Ardwath. Not for a typical reason, but because I should really get Haxie Dam out of the way before it becomes part of the main quest. Sola does more damage than Aelin. And if it becomes part of the main quest, then I lose access to Sola.
Phew, she must be the one that near limit. Then you will need the...
Alright. I'm skipping a lot of side quests that I don't typically feel or want to skip, but... Oh well.
She sought to bring the light of truth, to save a village.
All things considered, I've gotten a lot done.
Come closer, little curiosity.
She faced the
I just need to
evil
go talk
maid
to the tree.
enraged. She trembled with her wrath.
Here you are, at last. And if you are indeed a one, the time of the Fae is past. Where you tread, you mark all. But then I shall see who you.
And then here. The problem with Haxie Dam is the number of trolls that are in here. Like, there are a lot of trolls in Haxie Dam. I'm considering pivoting into the Teeth of Naros soon. Just because that kind of quest gives a lot of experience. So here's the thing. This is the only summon I can actually upgrade. Everything else is random. And I need 35 points in... Yeah. Now we see just how well I can make it through here without fighting.
We meet again. Nearly. Either way, we hunt. Return to the hunt.
What is it, Kay?
Trolls rarely organize, and even the largest clans never dig this deep.
Oh, and how did I do that? We're just gonna run through here.
What are the Tuatha doing here? Narsh ever brought her brood on a rampage.
Unlocked trolling.
It would destroy half of Dalentarth.
Oh, sweetheart. Really? Okay, this is mandatory then. I genuinely don't think this game knows how to handle me doing this though. Okay. Justice is a myth. Okay, I'm not even in my high gears yet. I toned myself down on stream. Am I allowed to have a pet? No. Brain rot. Oh boy. I have heard some. And I must say, that the way they sound brings much dismay. Nope, still not bad. Go on now, do the spins. A lot of my trolling ends up being sleight of hand. Pantomime, that kind of thing. That's not to say I'm incapable of verbal trolling, it's just not as effective, really. One method of trolling I used to use would be I would steal people's pens and swap around what ink was in which pen. A person would pick up a pen expecting it to be black, and suddenly there would be yellow glitter all over their worksheet. Never did manage to pull that one on a teacher, though. And of course, yellow glitter doesn't show up very well, so at first, they thought that their pen was just broken. I guess you could consider that more of a prank than trolling, but all things considered, they are generally the same thing. They, them today, Kay. I actually watch more
Must be
YouTube
corrupting the trolls with Prismir.
than I do
We hunt
movies.
tainted prey. Return to the hunter. Looks like the Tuatha
There
have been
is
working here for a
nothing
long time.
serious about the
If
kinds
Combs
of
are in
runs
them,
I
Fae and
do.
mortal alike are in grave danger.
My sense of humor just doesn't align with most. Why would someone who doesn't have a sense of humor and is entirely serious all the time cosplay a pistol shrimp in Bloodborne?
Prismir.
Curiosity.
What have done to her?
Oh boy. Okay. Narsh is gonna be relatively easy to take down, I feel. Like, she takes and does a lot of damage, but she's alone. Sorry, chat, your mama's on a rampage. Oh, you didn't get that one? Narsh is... Well, yes. Do you see how Narsh... is running all over the place? Oh no. Oh, I was not... I am also not Yo Mama. Yo Mama is currently the one with the giant tree club. Well, clearly I thought you were paying more attention. Duh. Not my fault your attention span is non-existent. But if you recall, earlier I summoned a troll and called it Chat. Narsh is the matriarch of this troll clan that I'm currently invading. She's been poisoned and infected. Or, well, she's been poisoned, it's turned into an infection. And as a result, she is going on a rampage. A scav? This'll be interesting. Okay, scav is actually putting in some work. Oh my. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the ginger woman. Ah! I ran right into that one. Fair enough, fair enough. And I'm referring to my character as the ginger woman, by the way. Ah! And I deserved that for the terrible, terrible joke there. Oh my. Honestly, the fact that I just did this in Code Vein is part of the reason I'm considering moving this run to Wednesdays after the 4 weeks. Or 5 weeks. Because I love this game. This is... I did not, in fact, forget I did this in Code Vein. And I'll be doing it again in Code Vein at some point as well. I'm actually not going anywhere. My house just isn't going to have power. Oh, crap. I walked into that one. First death of the run. But we're getting our power serviced, so I'm not going to have power, and no power means no Wi-Fi.
Tread softly.
No Wi-Fi means I'm not going to be able to stream properly.
Prismere, what have the Tuatha done to her?
So it's not... It should only be 1 day. However, it... Cheryl, why did you attack the crab? What did that crab do to you? It should only be for 1 day. There's no guarantee, honestly, as much as I hate to say that, but it should only be 1 day. I think it's mostly to deal with one offending cord that is trying to fall off of the house. But because I have no idea how long they're going to take on that, I'm just preemptively canceling stream that day. I believe it's September 16th. There is, of course, the possibility of it being more than one day, but... There's also the genuine possibility that I wind up beating this game in those 4 weeks, because I'm not doing everything. Far from it. I'm skipping the vast majority of the side quests in this game. Huh? I'll admit that one flew right over my head, Kay. Oh dear. I got caught in a corner. Hello? I don't know. Did I summon a crab? Did this game actually just summon a crab on me? And the last comment you made before the "what do you mean?" That one flew right over my head. Could you please elaborate? Oh man, Baylor is gonna be a bitch. Apparently. Oh, yeah. This is the first game I ever actually beat. Like, period. And if I hadn't played it, I would not be streaming today. Like, I would not be streaming in general. However, I'm also aware that this is not a particularly interesting challenge run to watch. It's mostly just dodging. And this isn't even like my spell-only runs in other games. Oh, Banshane! Hello. But oh dear. Unlike Code Vein, you don't see a ton of progress very quickly with a lot of the summons. If I get unlucky, these fights go on for a while. Which is why I'm trying to avoid fighting as much as possible. And taking on quests that don't strictly require it. This is just a quest I'm gonna have to do at some point no matter what. Because it's main quest. And I am going to be taking on certain faction quests as well. But after this, I might as well start Canarok. much as I don't want to. I like the Canrock quest line, but it has a boss that I don't get an immortal ally for, so it's gonna be a bit. Or actually, I think I might end up leaving Canrock at the Widow fight, just because I don't think that one's possible. Or well, I guess it is. I guess it might be, but it's gonna be a bit of a bitch. Thurs is going to be an absolute nightmare. The Widow and the Maid of Windermere are going to be two of my most dreaded bosses, because both of them are also summoners. And their summons do more damage than mine. So while I normally do the House of Ballads pretty early on, I think I'm gonna wait a while for that. I will be doing Elden Ring relatively soon, but I don't quite want to have an Elden Ring and an Amalur playthrough going on at the same time. If I get into Elden Ring, it's because I either beat this game or I put it on hiatus, because this is also a really big game. Ah! Oh, I wish we had pocket summons like in Elden Ring. Pet Flute and the summon, and Cheryl here are the. Oh dear. Best we got, really. Cheryl is upgradable, but mostly is meant as a tank and support. As you can see from the glorious 16 points of damage. I have to look up how Cheryl scales. Yeah, there's a reason I actually did this on normal. It's because I knew going into this that Cheryl was going to be my best source of damage, really. Just based on reliability. If I managed... Mithros was $30. It is not worth $30 to me. Especially because the entirety of base game. So I mentioned how Mithros is the only DLC, technically speaking, for Re-Reckoning because Gallows End and Teeth of Naros came bundled in. The entire rest of the game without Mithros is about $40, and yet Mithros has the gall to be $30. Ooh, a Thresh. That could be handy. I have a lot of problems with Mithros. Lies of P was also about $40. Oh, sorry. Lies of P base game was about $40. The DLC bundle the DLC I bought was, I think that was like 25 or something like that. I actually don't remember how much I spent. I think all in all, I got the entire game plus DLC for about $60. Maybe a little more. Alright. Near a limb. Shoot, I actually can't remember how much Overture was.
You return, and yet the Thurs, you have the power. You go.
The only thing that makes me a little concerned about the DLC for Lies of P, honestly, is the fact that the game wouldn't tell me or the system itself would not tell me that it installed. I had to go searching through add-ons, and it says ready to play, but I'm not sure if it actually, like, installed. I'll be kind of pissed if it didn't. Like, it's saying ready to play. Nothing is really... I know that there's some kind of key item that shows up in your inventory.
Naturally, we cannot...
But I do need to look more into that. Okay. What is it?
It is a glorious day.
There are like 3 quests I can do here that don't require fighting, so let's go do those real quick. And then go start Kennerock. That is the absolute wrong place. Let it slide. In case you haven't noticed, Kay, this entire stream is very slippery.
Oh, I am Lord Saramer, the High Lore Sage of Issa.
Okay, I think you actually are the spelling trainer. Oh well. Oh, Jack? Yeah, I don't tune into as many of his streams as I would like, typically because he's offline by the time I get around to noticing his, going live notifications.
You feel it, don't you? Something must be done before it can only be opened. Right.
Can I aid you?
Yeah, his chat loves to mess with him. actually go real quick. Ah, I forgot you were here.
The maid, convinced of Olane's threat, agreed to free the town. The people offered thanks and praise, and quietly she went her ways.
Hang on, I should be able to sell stuff from you. Or no, no, I should be able to sell stuff from here.
Good Olane returned to mortal ground and gifted them with magic found.
Huh?
Get to know your blade here. You've been watching me long enough.
My brain is not computing.
I don't have many weapons to offer.
There should be an alchemy. No, okay. Well, then I leave. I do wish the hag ears would just show up already. Nope. Unfortunately, not yet.
Aren't you bold? This is the Varani wig. I don't have time to...
You must be a lockpicking teacher. Or possibly detect hidden. Probably not. I do actually really like streaming.
There's all.
But... oh, man. There's a lot of trolling opportunities that just aren't open to me yet.
But if you're looking for the...
Wait a minute. The problem is that the Fae can... Good luck.
Alrighty. I'm just picking up that because I think... the quests do eventually lead to the same place. That's an alchemy trainer in there, I believe.
Yes?
You know, us talking earlier about old movies does kind of make me miss VHS tapes. Not gonna lie. I was a bit of a klutz when I was younger, so anytime a VHS tape was around, I'd prefer that to the disc because I would be less likely to break the VHS tape. Unless I somehow got my fingers inside it and started pulling out the tape, but that was rare. Oh man, that actually takes me back. I remember when Netflix actually did have that kind of stuff. It was a Netflix, essentially vending machine. Where you'd rent the movie from the big red box. And then you'd return it. Well, we didn't actually do that all that much.
Oh,
Most of the most of the movies
Welcome
that
to the light, but a steward of tinctures in a go. If you ever wish to learn, come visit.
most of the movies that I did, oh, pardon. Watch were movies that we had on hand or that my parents could find very easily online. The seas were plentiful back then. You can ask, but there's no guarantee I'll answer.
You've done, but take this. Goodbye.
Heirloom's Grace will be good to have on hand eventually. That is worse than what I have. I was about to say, why do I have one?
My friend.
I have actually mentioned this before.
Hello.
My parents, even when I was underage, would give me alcohol. Like, I had permission from mom and dad. No idea, but it happened. Their reasoning was a little bit here or there will teach me how it tastes. So that if anybody does spike my drink at some point, I should be able to tell. With my taste memory, it's a coin flip as to whether that's actually going to end up happening, but whatever. Hi, Leonidas.
Take this, friend. Come back again.
Why would somebody spike my drink? I never really understood this, but according to my parents, I'm pretty.
Hello.
Also, there are some freaks that just do it because they get a kick out of the power.
Hey.
Oh, you, Dosling. They must enter the font in a procession. But what the dignitary goodbye.
But honestly, I do feel like my I do feel like my attitude towards alcohol was helped by my parents' attitude towards it. They're like, whatever, in moderation, it's fine, and as a result, I never actually got curious about a lot of what I hear about things like underage drinking and people going too far is they get their first taste or they're curious and then they just end up overdoing it. I have never actually been drunk. I've had alcohol a few times, but I've never had enough to actually get drunk. A little tipsy, maybe, but definitely not drunk, and I feel no need for it. I genuinely feel no need for it. And it's not like they gave me alcohol regularly. It was just every now and then, special occasion, they'd have a drink and they'd let me have a few sips. I don't think I actually downed an entire drink of my own until later. I legit don't see it. I managed to troll Kay pretty hard by asking a question. And he hasn't forgiven me. Despite claiming otherwise.
Another steward? When did the Gardens of Issa become such a teeming pot of nonsense? What is it? Me? Well, my seniority dictates that I should be leading this procession, but my lame leg prevents me from taking my rightful place. I should bring up the rear. I will make it to Tartarean's throne, even if I have to crawl. Great Huntress Heartwen should go first, leading us all. She's particularly like that. I would hate to anger her.
Alright, so G is last. I've said that I have had alcohol before, but honestly, it's been at least 6 months since I last had any. I genuinely don't feel the need to drink.
Karanin is one of the most talented Fate Weavers in...
Why, hello. I am Viscount Setter the Order. However, if you are the one who determines such things, may I ask that you place me be... Ah, very clever. Apology.
I believe it's heart... or it's HWAG.
What could you possibly want from... I am not pet. Whatever you do, careful what you say, fell person. This is most important deal. Of course.
Alright. Yeah, that's fair. Alcohol is not a necessity. If you feel like it has become one, or if your mind feels like it is required, seek help. I highly doubt I need lessons.
I am the great huntress Heartwen. How quaint. Well, I am the most goodbye.
Alright, HWAG, 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 HWAG.
I am at your service.
I'm pretty sure this is one of those quests that if you don't sort them properly, you just have to redo everything. Hardly, it was just natural.
Yes? So, you're done. Alright, it's good that someone does. Go on. Let's line up these back steps. Yes, yes, of course. And then? Alright. Nick, yes, yes. Excellent. That's a perfect farewell.
There we go. Oh? Please elaborate. Yeah, I am actually very unserious. Hello, spider. While that's going on, I believe the well over here is one I can place the remains in. Or, okay, not a well, ossuary, whatever that is. Water spots. Oh, and don't worry, Leonidas. You are absolved of all crimes regarding Kay's lack of intelligence. As far as I know, he's never had any. Go, Cheryl and Scav. Oh, how so? Leonidas, we've been over this. There never was another Raven. Come on, Cheryl, you can win against one spider. Yay! Go, Cheryl! Alright, now let's see how the Scav is doing. Pretty damn well, all things considered. Let's loot this. I'm in troll mode, so it's time for a retreat? Seriously? Seriously? Think implies room for doubt. Come on, you two. It's one venom spitter. Cheryl, why are you just watching? Oh my, the compensation.
It seems you're not the assistant. A week ago, a team of hunters was led by the
this is a new one.
and these townsfolk are growing hysterical. Meet me on the southern bridge and we'll continue our discussion. Good hunting.
Get. Come on, Cheryl. Well, guess I'm not doing the Canarok questline. Cheryl, why? Okay. Cheryl is deciding... No. Apparently. Terex? I don't know why I'm surprised after the Colossi. Yeah, apparently Cheryl is scared of spiders. Well, Canarok is doomed.
Hello, stranger. Hello, stranger.
That's fine, I was...
What I now he avoids me.
If I saw a spider that big, I would grab a saddle. Like, come on, can you imagine how many water balloons you could throw down on people from a giant spider web?
Thank you. I will give you what our farmhand. Farewell.
Aww. Alright, I have to admit, Terexes are adorable. I see no issues in it. You do know that spiders have fur, right? Or hair? There. No, I don't think so. Spiders in general, I've heard, actually make really good pets. And I completely failed this quest because Cheryl let this guy die. I can't do this quest line anymore, so this town is, lore-wise, utterly doomed.
So, but you found out first. I can see, finally.
I've heard that spiders actually make really good pets, so I imagine a spider as big as a venom spitter. Provided it was properly trained.
Farewell.
Was, I'm pretty sure a properly trained giant spider would be no threat to anyone. Unless someone were to attack it, of course. What? Tarantulas are adorable. Tarantulas are actually adorable, so I have looked this up multiple times. I legitimately considered having a pet spider at one point, but my cats would kill it. Or the dog.
This is Yorvan, proud and mighty, shaped and hewn by Fae of old. If you hear us, then we are corruption and decay and filth were grown. We're spread like sickness from the fens and dells of this place. They were led not by a beast, not by a fell one, but by her. The one who walks alone. The mother of 100,000 spiders. She is a queen of web and poison. She calls herself the Widow. The canopy stretched far and blocked the light of summer.
Normally, I'd
but
get
we pressed on and forward
these as
to
part of a
Cathris,
quest
to
line.
the Widow's den.
But because
We were
I'm
but
locked
weak
out of
when
that
we
quest
arrived.
line,
But she was weaker still. Some colder wind of winter blows then. we
I'm
have
just
seen.
running through.
Summer does not return our brothers, our clans to us. What will happen to the vigil I keep? Winter already. The Widow walks. I can feel the heart of the webwood pulsing with her anger. Her spiders are at the gates.
I have to wonder what
never
happens if
thought
I
this
walk
day
into
would come.
Cathris.
The Widow walks. The Widow walks.
But I have read that you need to be a little careful when dealing with a pet tarantula, but that tarantulas otherwise do make amazing pets. I imagine the logic for a giant spider would be similar to the logic for a tarantula. Be a little careful, especially when you're first getting to know the tarantula, or the giant spider. But then, once you do, you have a very sweet 8-legged furball. Okay, I might be able to do some of the quests around Didenhell. I'm not going to be doing... Like, there's one I'm definitely not doing.
The waters of Loch Dyden.
Yeah, I've been doing quests a lot, actually. I'm just trying to avoid ones that require a bunch of combat.
Welcome.
Because, you saw that.
To our famed... Come back anytime.
My bird blocked the staircase. No! But quests that don't require much in the way of fighting are honestly my best method of obtaining... Hang on. Dalentarth. I missed one Dalentarth stone. Where? But the more experience I get, the more I can upgrade Cheryl. I need 35 points in sorcery for the next level of Cheryl's upgrades to become available.
Half the village.
The power of fish sounds actually really helpful. Healer's Cottage. There we go. For some reason...
I'm sorry, but I'm simply... It
This
treats the
doesn't
blood plague,
show
which
up.
almost... We don't want anyone...
Until you actually go in there and talk to her. Alright. So, we're gonna go to Coilsbane first. Is it possible for me to lure or pickpocket you lot? Because if I can avoid fighting you, I will. What happened? Bye-bye. What happened, Kay? Ah. Fair enough. There we go. Yeah, Piku is live. I'll probably be raiding her soon. I'm aware that this is a relatively boring challenge run, so I'm trying not to go too far over.
That's please have it on your floor.
Okay. Detect hidden. Save. I am, in fact, present. It would be kind of weird if I was not present, considering this is my stream. Okay. Alright, most of the quests I have left are going to require some degree of fighting. So let's just rip the damn band-aid off and go to Helix camp. Yeah, I do not hate you.
Final. I'm Helic. It's hard country. Meet us in the south. Stay close.
I'm a little worried about Avocado. Avocado is a very tough boss. Like, I've gotten one shot before tough. How far is it gonna let me go? Not very. If you feel like doing another Skyrim playthrough, do another Skyrim playthrough. If you don't, then don't. Simple as that. I don't think the game anticipated me doing this. What happens if I do book it all the way? The game said no. I have been told no. Okay. Alright then. I just got told no. That's low-key hilarious, not gonna lie. I didn't even know that that thing had multiple states. And it summoned a brownie. You really should get a good night's sleep, Kay. Try and you fail. Yeah. This is gonna sound weird, but... Huh? I know logically what the words mean, Leonidas, but they are not computing. Okay, have you tried, like, chamomile tea?
What the hell is that thing?
Oh, you tried and you... I wouldn't know. I've never actually tried to date anybody.
Damn craven. Let the mage run to... I can't believe that craven mage.
Teeth of Naros, I can actually fast travel away from. Legend of Dead Kel is amazing, but it also...
What is it?
Wait a moment. What was that? Is clearly I should be more... Come. We must...
But, Kay, have you tried chamomile tea? Or any other blend of... Or any... Just any blend at all of night-night tea? Not even water? Chamomile and lavender are calming herbs. Drinking those is essentially a less intense version of taking a sleeping pill. You've tried lavender, okay. I think most blends of good night tea have some combination of chamomile and lavender in them. Have you tried boring yourself to sleep? Okay. Exhausting yourself. Whatever that entails.
What in the hell were those things? I've never seen anything like them. I heard of the dangers of the southern land, but are the gods themselves conspiring against us?
Oh dear. A shower, perhaps. What is it? Depending on what your workout is, that might actually make it worse.
Damn, Sperry.
Huh. Have you tried mental exhaustion? At this point, I'm just spitballing. Aha! Aha. Very cliche, but have you tried counting sheep? Counting sheep. I honestly am not sure how you heard camping shade. Or maybe sleeping with the windows open, because sometimes fresh air does knock you out faster. Your windows stay open, okay. I hate to say it, but you might have to look into medication then, if literally nothing works. Like, even the night-night teas and all of that other stuff. Because you need a good night's sleep. Everybody does. Sleep is how our bodies reset. Actually, this...
Aye. Will you stop fussing over me? I'll... Go. You need to
Teeth of Naros might actually be walled at Karunk, now that I think about it. I might legitimately get walled at Karunk here. Which is fine, it just means I won't... be able to enter Idilla. The thing with Karunk is that he's a DPS test.
After centuries, this and now, what I...
Alright, at this point I have to wonder if you're making stuff up. Though, seriously, I did not think this through. Karunk is a DPS test. I might actually be walled if I try to go through here. We're gonna call it here. If you're interested in anything I've done up until this point, you can check out my YouTube channel. I try to upload stuff same day, and I group my runs by playlist so they're easier to find. If you're interested in seeing my announcements, I post them to my stories here on Twitch, to YouTube, and currently also to Instagram. If you would like to see my clips in an easier fashion, I post them to YouTube and Instagram. The links to all of, or currently to Instagram, the links to all of that are in the chat now. If you've made it this far and are curious to see where I go from here and are not already following, why not drop a follow? It takes but one button press, and you can always change your mind if you decide my content isn't for you. Tomorrow is going to be filler. I'm thinking Genshin Impact just because Stygian resets, and I know I'm going to be doing that anyway. Might as well do it on stream to get some content out of it. And then Thursday and Friday is Lies of P. I'll be back to this run on Monday. And we will see if Karunk is an impassable wall. He actually might be, because Karunk is a DPS test, but also heals. He's a DPS test because he heals. I might have to roll the dice. I legitimately might have to just get lucky and summon chat or something. Or it's just impossible. But I am going to try. I genuinely did not think this one through. Alright. So, it's been a while since I've raided Piku, so we are going to do that. She's playing Resident Evil 2. So stay tuned if you're interested in that. That said, happy time zones, everyone. And I hope you all have an excellent day.